Hello friends! Let's talk about one of the hottest stocks of 2024. We're talking about SMCI, or Super Micro Computer. Now, despite its video game type name, SMCI actually has nothing to do with what a pair of plumber brothers are doing. It's actually not even based in Japan, but in San Jose, California. Now, SMCI, they primarily make money from the sale of server systems and components. This includes the design, the manufacturing, and selling of a wide range of server systems, server boards, chassis, power supplies, and other components that are essential for data center infrastructure. I already like the way that this is sounding. Remember, what makes Nvidia so successful? Could we be looking at the next Nvidia right here? Now, I often refer to myself as an early investor of Nvidia because I got into the company all the way back in 2019. I think we're still in the early innings of this artificial intelligence boom. Guys, don't let the $900 share price of SMCI scare you. SMCI in the past 6 months is up 168%. In the past year, it's up 190%. Past 5 years is up a mind-boggling 4,467%. If we look at the max, it's up 10,000% since they IPO'd. This stock has made many millionaires, I'm certain of it. And I don't think it's too late for them to start making even more. They have just a $50 billion market cap at the time of this recording. Although the company has never had a stock split in its 31-year history, I wouldn't be surprised if they announce one shortly. You know what other company was founded in 1993? Yeah, that's right. Nvidia was also founded in 1993. Let the conspiracy theory start. One of the reasons why I really like SMCI is because they actually don't pay a dividend. Now you might be wondering, what on earth is he talking about? Why would you love a company if they don't pay a dividend? Well, the reason I like that is because they are constantly reinvesting back into their own business. They're constantly putting this money back into the business and making their investors more rich than dividends ever could. Despite being around for so long, they only recently started exploding in growth. In 2014, they were bringing in $1.4 billion. 10 years later, their 12-month trailing total in revenues is $12 billion. That is such rapid growth from this company. Okay, so now you know why SMCI is up 4,700% in the last 5 years. This is absolutely insane, guys. Again, so many people have reached financial independence. They've been able to retire early because of all the gains of SMCI. At this point, are we sure that the SM doesn't stand for Super Millionaire? All right, so Super Micro, they design and manufacture the servers that graphics processing units or GPUs go into. Now, GPUs are one of the many ways that Nvidia makes billions of dollars every single quarter. And they actually have a pretty strong partnership with Nvidia. They also are integrating Nvidia's GPUs into its own server designs. They also work with other big tech giants, Intel, AMD, and they even have a startup AI company that was founded by Elon Musk. They're working with them as well. Now, part of the reason you've been hearing about SMCI recently and not in the past is because of their AI solutions, which are in very hot demand right now. 50% of their revenues are coming from AI servers, and this is expected to compound for years to come. SMCI also uses direct liquid cooling technology for more efficient data centers. Now, data centers house numerous servers, networking equipment, storage systems, and so much other hardware that when it constantly is being operated, it can get really hot in there. So right now, most use traditional air conditioning or air cooling, but direct liquid cooling can provide a more cost-effective and environmentally friendly alternative. You gotta appease the ESG folks. Other competitors in this sector include Dell. Remember when everyone used to use Dell computers? Another competitor is HP, Remember when everyone used to use HP computers? And then they also have IBM as a competitor. Remember when everyone used to use IBM computers? Now, something that's interesting about SMCI is unlike other big tech companies, it doesn't have huge margins, often being less than 10%. In their last earnings report, revenue actually surged 200%. Earnings per share tripled to $6.56. The company even raised its full year guidance for revenue to $14.7 billion on the low end to $15.1 billion on the high end. And this actually exceeded analyst expectations. Now, companies, they're typically only going to raise guidance if they're feeling very bullish for the future, because you know how much analysts hate it when companies can't deliver. Now, about 70% of their revenue is coming in the United States, and another 30% is coming internationally. Now, some amazing news for the company is that they were just selected to be in the NASDAQ 100. This is the 100 largest non-financial companies in the world that are constantly changing the world with their innovation. This past year, they also joined the S&P 500. Now, why is this important? Why does this even matter? Well, a lot of ETFs and passively managed funds, they just buy up indexes. They don't actually look at fundamentals. There's not an active manager that's actually buying and selling companies. They're just buying whatever is in the index. So a lot of money is just going to be pouring into buying more shares of SMCI regardless of their valuation, regardless of their fundamentals. Now, this is a nice prop up for this company. In a way, it's almost like free money. Now, taking a look at some analyst predictions. Now, these are people who get paid to follow all the ins and outs of the company. They have a consensus price target of about $1,000. That's about 14% higher than today's prices. Now, we can see that they have a buy rating from 8 analysts, a hold from 6 analysts, and a sell from 1 very pessimistic analyst. I try not to focus too much on the short term when I buy into companies. I try to think about the long term when I make my investments. Do I still think we're going to be using data centers, cloud computing, storage servers, systems in the future? Are these things super expensive? Yes, they are. Just take a look at their own website here, right? The Internet of Things, one of their workstations here is going for $700, going for $1,200, $1,100, right? So these are very expensive items. So you just need to be making a couple sales and you'll start to really rack in those dollars. And these are very high in demand, right? AI is only just beginning, guys. This is the type of technology that's really fueling it. That's why I'm very bullish and optimistic on Supermicro, but I'd love to hear what your thoughts are in the comments below. Remember, my videos are always found in podcast form under the Collect Cash podcast name. Be sure to leave a like, be sure to leave a 5-star rating. Join the Patreon to get full access to my $200,000 plus portfolio, and I will catch you on the next one.